Welcome to Blogging with Lucifer. Today's topic, Lightning Q&A. Hey everyone, Lucifer here, as always, and we are doing the Lightning Q&A. Lightning is right up there. Oh, ever so pretty pink-haired warrior. Anyway, I've been putting this one off for a while because I didn't think I'd have enough questions. It turns out that I did, and I was just being dumb. So, yeah, finally getting around to doing it. We're pretty far into the story now that I can feel like I can get a lot more stuff out with Q&As. But we'll talk about who's next after this because I don't actually know who I want to do next. I'm thinking probably Snow or Saz. There is one person, Fang, who will be getting left to last, for reasons that I'm not going to go into because of spoilers. Anyway, let us begin the Lightning Q&A. And the first question comes from Kuro. Do you have her in your party when you play Final Fantasy 13? Yes, I do. She is in my main team. She is my second healer. She's my second Ravager. I don't really use her as a commando because I have Fang. As I've said in the playthrough, Fang's the best commando on the game. So I don't really use her as a commando. So she's very much my second healer and my second Ravager. My other healer is Vanille. And she's my other Ravager and she's my Saboteur. Well, she's one of my Saboteurs as well, because I have Fang as a Saboteur as well. Um, so there you have it. That is, yeah, I use her in my main team because I also feel like she's more versatile than the others. Like, maybe not Hope, but if I did need a second commando, or if I did need to change Fang from commando for any reason, then I have Lightning there I can use as a commando. I know she works well as a commando. Um, and we've seen that she can hit higher than Snow and Saz in the commando role as well. So that's why I prefer using her over them too, even though they're balanced like she is, and even though they can be used as commandos, I do prefer using Lightning as a commando over them if I have to. But because obviously I have Fang in my main team, I don't really bother with second commando. Not really much point. Okay, next is from Eclair. What do you like and dislike about Lightning? Hmm, good question. Okay, what I like about Lightning is... Hmm, that's a good question actually, because I don't know. There's so many things I like about Lightning. Her determination, her drive, her passion to strive to be better. Even though she knows when she's made, well, even though she's made so many mistakes, she hasn't got the she's not going to take a knock to her ego to admit that she was wrong. She admits when she's wrong. She admitted it took her a long time. It took her 7 chapters to admit to King Dickatron that she was wrong about pushing forward on your anger. But that was all because that's all she knew how to do. Um, so yeah, I like her determination. I like her drive, and I like the fact that she's not going to let her ego make her realize that she was wrong on certain points. Which I think is good. I think we can all take benefit from that. A lot of people have such a high ego or such a high opinion of themselves that they will never admit when they're wrong. I mean, I'm guilty of that sometimes. I'm guilty of never admitting when I'm wrong. Um, on occasion, even when I'm proven wrong, I just don't want to admit that I'm wrong because I don't know. It's just, as I say, sorry about that. It's just a knock to my ego and stuff like that, and I don't really like admitting when I'm wrong. Um, What I dislike about Lightning, I have to say the fact that she didn't leave Decatron behind. I dislike that heavily. Yeah. You come on, guys. You would have expected a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not joking. I genuinely am disappointed that she didn't leave Decatron behind. Um, but in all seriousness, though, I'm disappointed with how she treated Sarah. I get why she did it that way. I get why she treated Sarah that way, but I don't. I dislike the fact that she basically pushed her only family away, and I really didn't like that. That was the main thing I didn't. That's the main dislike I have for Lightning. Everything else is just praise for Lightning. The way she, as I say, the way she strives to complete her goal, even though, well, I kind of like and dislike it. I like it because she has that determination to carry on, but I dislike it because she kind of uses that as an excuse to push people away on occasion. So I guess it's sort of a mixed bag there with what I like about her and dislike about her. There's so many things that you like about a character, but you also think that maybe you dislike that about them sometimes because obviously with Lightning, her determination to move forward, it basically pushed her sister away, pushed everyone away. But after a while, which is what I really like, the character development for her is that she started opening up to people again. She apologized to Snow for all the well, for most of the wrongdoings she did to him, and she opened up to Snow a bit at Dickatron's house, as we saw. So I like that. Anyway, moving on. This one is from Emmers, newbie. Why do you think Lightning set by Saz, and do you think she made his life more adventurous by doing so? I think she set by Saz because she was forced to. I don't think she had a choice. But I also think that this is where it gets really good because in the end, I'm sure we've all figured it out now that your entire team is Snow, Saz, Lightning, Vanille, Fang, and Decatron. And the fact that Saz, Lightning, Snow, Vanille, and Decatron were in the same place at the same time, it to me it doesn't seem like a coincidence, and it also doesn't seem like a coincidence that Saz decided to skip back in line to stand with Lightning. And I feel like their place in line is why she ended up sitting by Saz. And I feel like if she hadn't done that, then maybe Saz would not have decided to go with her. So if Saz had chosen, like, if Saz had chosen to stay where he was, then go back and speak to Lightning, then maybe the story would have changed. Interesting fact before I continue on with the rest of your question. I did some research, and did you guys know that Vanille was actually supposed to be the main character of Final Fantasy 13? But they changed it to Lightning? Also, another fun fact, Fang was supposed to be a man, and we all know Fang's jokey slash flirtatious kind of demeanor, her jokey style. Lightning was supposed to be the jokey, flirtatious character, and she was supposed to fall in love with Fang, who was a guy. But for some reason, I don't. I need to do more research into why they changed Fang from a male to a female, but I do not think that that was a bad choice. I think that was a better choice. And I think Lightning's character, the way she is, back to Claire's question of why I like Lightning, her character was so strong, and that's what they needed. They didn't need a constant jokey female main character. We've had that in the past, but it's very rare to have a strong female character as the protagonist, and I think that's why I think Lightning's entire personality fit better for not the jokey side, and Fang's jokey, flirtatious side fits better for her, which I really love. Do I think that Lightning sitting next to Saz was more made his life more adventurous? Yeah, I do. I mean, I feel like he would have still tried to go to where Dodge was being kept and try and save Dodge anyway. Um, but I feel like he needed that push from Lightning and the others to do so. And I don't think that the scene we saw at Nautilus, where Vanille's trying to stop Saz from handing himself over to the army, I don't think that would have happened if he hadn't met Lightning. There's so many things in this game that I really enjoy the game so much because there's so many avenues it could have taken. If like it's a case of the butterfly effect. If something had been one thing had changed, would that change the entire story? I believe it would, personally. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about that. Anyway, final question from Eclair. What is Lightning's best role in the game, and what's the best weapon to use with that role? Um, that's a tough one. For me, well, I guess it depends on your preference. For me, her best role is Ravager, because I have Fang, who deals the most damage in the game because she has the highest strength in the game. Um, and for anyone who's curious, by all means Google it to find out their max base strength, and you will see the Fangs is the highest. I think Snow's is the second highest on base strength. I cannot remember. If I find out, I'll put it in editing towards the end. But for me, I can never remember the best weapon for Lightning because I change it every time I play because I can never remember what it was. Um, but I guess that's also based on preference because some of them deal, some of them have the status buffs like we've seen with trying to think, Vanille's, where she has one that I have on now that's got improved debuffing. It basically means that debuffs, well, it's supposed to increase the chance of debuffs going on. Lightning has one. I think it's the Lifesaver, which is improved Rise, which basically means that when you bring someone back to life from the medic role, then they get a little extra health. I personally don't use that because I don't really focus Lightning in a medic role. Some people do, some people don't. I personally don't. Um, so I don't actually know what her best weapon for that role is. I'd say it's possibly the Edged Carbine, but there's also better weapons coming up that I can't remember the name of all her weapons. Probably should have Googled this before I started anyway. But yeah, it depends on your preference. If you want to prioritize her for medic role, then I'd say Lifesaver. But if you want to prioritize her for attack, then it basically look up anything that does the most magic. But for me, I'm gonna use the Edged Carbine for now. I'm gonna stick with that, which will go up to her maximum weapon. Um, and that is going to be hopefully powerful, but I will be looking it up on Google anyway. I may mention it in Snow's Q&A or Saz's Q&A, whoever I do next. I know you're probably wondering when Fangs is going to be. Fangs is going to be last because there's still a lot of story to do with Fang that I want to add in to her. That I feel like there was a question from someone. Sani asked me a question for a Vanille Q&A that I had to leave out because of spoilers. But when I do Fangs, because hopefully we will be past that part in the story when I come to Fangs, I will be adding that question in there. Um, so yeah, but you're gonna have to hold out for that one for now. But anyway, as I was saying, it all depends on preference. Anything that does the most magic for Lightning is probably the best weapon for her. I think she has one that does enfeeblement, which basically that gives you no boost at all in your strength. It just focuses your magic. I know Hope definitely has one. But then again, Hope has the opposite to that one, which is Stifled Magic, which gives you no magic and boosts only your strength. I don't know why Hope has that. Oh, Dickatron, sorry. I keep getting his name wrong. I don't know why Dickatron has that, because Dickatron is not a strength character. Um, Fang has one, which I will be getting, because I use that for my main Fang build. I use that because it just boosts her strength so high, and I don't use her in a magic role. I use her in Saboteur, but to be fair, I don't really care about using her in Saboteur. I only use her in Saboteur on certain fights. I use Vanille as a Saboteur more than I use Fang, so I don't really give a shit about how much magic damage Fang is doing. It doesn't bother me. I prefer Fang to have the most strength that she could possibly get because, well, Fang is my strength character. Um, so basically, that's the case with that one. I don't know her best weapon to use in that role, um, but for me, I'm gonna go with the Edged Carbine for now. I'm gonna have to say that one. It's probably not that one, and if it changes, then by all means I'll tell you through the playthrough. But for now, I'm just gonna say the Edged Carbine is probably the best for her. But if I when I do the snow or the SAS Q&A, I will be looking up. I will do more research into what their best weapon is for their roles because I actually don't know. I don't use them in my main team. I don't really use Snow much, to be honest. I know he's got the highest health in the game. He's the best he's the best sentinel in the game. Yeah, he is. I'm not gonna deny that. He is the best sentinel in the game. But the reason I use Fang as a sentinel more is because not only can Fang take a beating, she can dish it out tenfold. Um, but I to go back to Lightning being stacked. Going back to Lightning being a balanced character. Don't know why I said stacked, but whatever. Going to her being a balanced character, if you should prioritize her for the commander role, you would have to look up weapons that give her the most strength. Because as I said, I don't use her as a commando, so I absolutely would not know um, what would be best for that. But I'm trying to think actually, now that I think about it. I don't actually know if Lightning may actually be the best medic in the game. I don't think she is. I think that's supposed to be Decatron, because I know Decatron's supposed to be the best Ravager in the game, but I don't like him because his health's too fucking shit, basically. Um, but yeah, I don't know about what the best weapon for Lightning is, so I apologize if you didn't get the answer you were looking for. I should have done some more research. I will do more research, and I'll probably mention it in one of the playthrough episodes. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna stick with the Edge Carbine. Probably the best weapon. If not, then we will all find out together in the playthrough what the best weapon for her is. So that is all the questions I have. If there are any more questions you guys want to know, then by all means comment below. Let me know if you want who else you want to see next. Would it be Snow? Would it be Saz? Um, but let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments if there's any more questions you want to ask by the Lightning, and actually if you want to just ask any more questions about other characters that I've already done, then by all means let me know in the comments and I will do another Q&A on them. But for now, this has been Lightning's Q&A. I hope everybody got the answers that they were looking for. I apologize again because I didn't know the answer to the best weapon for Lightning, but I'd say personally the best role for Lightning is her Ravager role. Um, because she also gets a special move in that. I'm not gonna go into full details about that because we're not there yet, but each character gets a special move in certain roles. Everybody gets one, but I'm not gonna tell you what they are. For those who have played it, you know what Lightning's is, but for those who haven't, I'm not gonna ruin it because there are spoilers and we are coming up to that part. Anyway, I'm going to leave this vlog here, as always. If you liked what you saw, by all means, smash that like button. I've been your host, Lucifer. This has been Vlogging with Lucifer's Lightning Q&A, and I bid you all a fond farewell.